Hi guys, it's Holly. I am going to do the cost of being a teacher tag. I love this tag. I have watched so many tag videos from so many teachers across the USA and out of the country as well. It's kind of fascinating to see how I guess the diverseness of teachers, but the similarities as well. So if you haven't heard, this tag was created by LaTawnya over at SmartieStyle and Meg from TooCoolForMiddleSchool, I think. So I'm going to be reading the questions, and I have my laptop over here open so that I can look at the pay scales. And so the first question says, what state or country do you live? So I live in Oklahoma. How many people live in your household? So there's me, my son, and I also have my grandson. He's lived with me since he came home from the hospital. So yeah, he's just like my little guy. So it's 3 of us. Are you a single or doubled income household? Single, because I am the only adult here and the only person working. Do you rent or own? I rent. What is your highest level of education, and does your educational level affect your pay? Yeah, so I have an undergrad, I have a graduate degree, and then I have plus 18 hours. So does that affect your teacher salary? Yes, hypothetically it does. And we'll talk about that when I talk about how much the teachers make. So the next question is number 6. How much did it cost for you to obtain your degree, and are you still paying for it? So I don't even want to talk about how much I owe in student loans, but at this moment I have what is it called? I have merged all of my student loans, consolidated all of my student loans, and I'm doing income-based payments. So yeah, so I'm praying that in 10 years, well, it's less than 10 years now, but I'm praying that my student debt would be absorbed after my 10-year anniversary of being into that program. Number 7, how is your salary schedule structured? Starting point, max out salary, annual increases, etc. So since I'm a special ed teacher, I'm going to look at the special ed schedule. So this, like I said, I am in the state of Oklahoma. So I'm looking at the special ed schedule for the school year 2017-18, meaning the school year that just passed. They don't have the information out for 17-18. So for the step 0, which would be a teacher with no experience, if they have, it goes down like most other schedules from 0 to 22 plus. And it goes over from bachelor's plus 15, master plus 30, and doctoral. So if you have 0 experience and you have a bachelor's degree, it's $35,700. And it goes over, so if you have 0 experience but you have a doctoral degree, it's $38,378. So it's kind of odd that they only, that's a little That's about $3,000 difference. Not even a full $3,000 difference for that much educational difference. So that's why I say, yeah. And so if you have 20 plus years of experience and you have a doctoral degree, it's $56,596. So it's very odd, the pay here in Oklahoma. It's odd. So, yeah. So I hope that answers your question. But it's odd because what they're paying me is very different from what's on the pay schedule. And it's not by much. How does your district, oh no. Number 8, where are you on your district's, where are you on your district's salary? So I am at 3 years and I'm over to masters. Yeah, masters. And actually I'm at masters plus. Masters plus 18. I mean masters plus 30. Hold on. Number 9. Do you supplement your income in any way? If so, how? So, no. Initially, before I got the baby, I wanted to do, I wanted to teach some classes at the local university. But once he came into our family, no, I have not been able to, because it wouldn't make a lot of sense for me to work a part-time job and have to pay additional childcare expenses for him. So, no. Number 10, how much money does your district give you for supplies at the beginning of the year? And do they provide basic supplies throughout the school year? So my district, and I can only talk about in my experience. I have heard other teachers talk about they have a budget, they can do this, they can do that, but in my experience, I have not been giving a budget. Now, the school that I last worked at, they were phenomenal about getting basic supplies to teachers, as in pencils, papers, glue, and stuff like that. And I think that the secretary had a lot to do with that, because I think that she was writing grants and doing stuff like that to get monies. Number 11, do you have additional deductions taken out your paycheck? Yes. So at this school, that district, I had health insurance for myself and my children. Even my daughters are grown and they live on their own, but they're still on my health insurance. Dental and disability insurance. And they were taking $600 and I think $62 out of each paycheck, which is asinine, to say the least. Do you feel your current salary is enough to make ends meet? I think it's enough to make basic needs, because yes, I'm able to live, but it does get uncomfortable from time to time. How many months of the year do you receive a paycheck? 12. In general, what are your major monthly expenses? For me, my major monthly expenses are rent, and my car note. And sometimes I have a lot of medical expenses. But thank God, at this moment, our medical expenses are relatively low. Number 15, it says, are there any financial goals that you are still working towards? Yes. I want to pay off my car. I've had my car for 2 years, and I hadn't had a car note in at least 10 years. You know, I enjoy buying cash cars, but I got a car, and I'm really working. This year, I'm going to be working extremely hard to pay that car off. What is the biggest piece of financial advice you would offer someone considering teaching? First thing I would suggest, there's lots of programs you can do that would help reduce your educational costs. I would get into every program that I could get into, whatever it is. I don't know all of them. I don't even know a couple of them, but what I do know is that they exist, because I've talked to people that have said that they did Teach for America, they did this, they did that. So some school districts offer, so I guess that's a benefit. Another thing I would suggest is not wasting a lot of your money to make your class Instagram ready, to do all this stuff. Like, my first classroom was beautiful, and I wish I still had some of my sewing stuff in here. I went and I bought fabric, and it was beautiful. But this school year, I made a concerted effort, as I was committed to not spending my personal money to beautify my classroom. So I would say, you know, make sure you find any opportunities out there for you to go to school for free, and making sure that you're not wasting a lot of your earnings in the classrooms, because I know sometimes people go to the dollar store and they buy these pencils at the dollar store, and it seems like it's a good deal, but when you're getting 12 pencils, or you're getting 10 pencils at $1, that's 10 cents each, and you can find like 100 pencils sometimes for $5. So that's a lot cheaper than going to the dollar store. And I love pencils, so I would have like all sorts of pencils. And one time I went to Puerto Rico and I wanted to buy my students a souvenir, and I bought them a souvenir. Like, was that extreme? Of course that was extreme, but I did have a smaller class and I love my students, so I bought them all a souvenir. But anyway, so yeah, these are my answers to this question. Have a good day, and I can't wait to see the videos that you guys are making. See you soon. Bye.